And my sister and I were walking one time, and my sister called and said, even this kind are saved, So I had seen, and so when he said, hello, Kathy, I thought, all right, the dude knows my name. And I stopped, and he came out of the phone booth and said, give me a minute, please, I want to talk to you. So he comes out of the phone booth, and he tells me, I was talking to my mom, and I'd like to get to know you. Can I take you out for lunch? And I said, no. And as I said, no, I am telling you, I was just looking to the heavens and telling God, you know very well, I mean, yes, so you better take care of him and, bring him around a second time. And he came round a second time and he asked me out. And of course, a clever girl doesn't say no twice. I say yes quickly.
Well, that's how we met. I hadn't, to be honest, noticed her. I have to say it was a leading of God. Um, it may not make sense to a lot of people, but I know to me it does, because I had reached a place in my life where I was looking for a wife. I didn't want a girlfriend. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want somebody to date. I wanted a wife. And I've been praying. I've been saying, God, I want a wife now. I have gone through the dating game. I'm tired of it. And I want a wife. So when I saw...
Step out in confidence and try Nivea Nourishing Cocoa Body Lotion. Now with 5-in-1 complete care.
Brothers and sisters, this is a new year. But for you, what is going to make this year different from last year?
Saw her, in my heart, I knew that's going to be my wife. When I saw her that day, I've been seeing her, but that day I saw her. I had been seeing her, but that day I really saw, and something in my heart knew for sure this is going to be your wife. Now, that may sound strange to somebody else, but to me, it was as clear as day that Kathy was going to be my wife. So when we went out on the first date, I told her on the first date, I said, Kathy, the reason I've taken you out on a date is because I want to get to know you. And this is what I said. And I said, and to get to know you is not because I want us to be girlfriend and boyfriend. I said, I'm looking for a wife. I went out clean. I said, I'm looking for a wife.
Can you imagine?
And I want to get married. I want to settle down. I was a young man, but I was decided. My mind was made up. Because this is what I've come to realize. That a man decides to get married, then looks for a wife. That's how men operate. Men decide to get married, then look for a wife.
Wow.
If a man tells you, I'm not ready, if a man tells you and you're a girl and says, I'm not ready, you better believe him. He is not ready. Dating you will not change his mind. So if you are looking for, if you're a woman and you want to get married, you're tired of dating, you want to settle down, and this man is telling you, I'm not ready to settle down, you better believe he's not ready to settle down. Men make up their mind very quickly. They're very focused in when it comes to decisions, especially about life. They decide quickly. And if it's just been going on, and maybe you're dating for 2 years, 3 years, and he's not said anything about settling down, you better begin to ask yourself whether you want to be in that relationship or you want to move on.
I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, am I hearing right? Like, really? But the most amazing thing is that our friendship kicked from the very beginning. We really clicked. It's like our chemistry really worked from the get-go. And so when he's telling me, I'm looking for a wife, me, I really, want to settle down and all that. So I'm like, okay, this one right here has some baggage. So I told him, you know what? I have a 3-year-old daughter. And the amazing thing, what he said to me, he said, wow, that was his reaction. I'd actually love to meet her. And I said, not just yet. First deal with the mother, know the mother first. Because I didn't want to, introduce my daughter so soon to somebody that I wasn't yet sure that this is it. So he was very sure. And I needed to get there. All right. And I said to him, I remember the first date, I said to my husband, the thing that I can't stand, I can't stomach, is a man that lies. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, I just can't stand a man that lies. I want us to be, for real. Let's just work on this friendship and let's just see how it goes. And from then on, we became totally, absolutely inseparable. We met every day.
Yeah, we built on friendship.
We built on our friendship. We actually met every day that God gave. And if we didn't meet for a day for any reason whatsoever, oh my goodness, he was in my office very early the next day just to find out how I was. And, we really clicked.
Yeah. And I think that's the key. The key is solid marriages are built on friendship. If you not only, I always say this, you not only love the person you marry, but you must like the person you marry. Because I find there are people who love each other, but they don't like each other. They can't stand each other, but they love each other to pieces. Now that's a paradox, but it's true. And there are people who, if they're going on holiday, they would rather even go with friends or other people in family. They don't want to go the two of them because when you lock the two of them in a room for a week, they would kill each other. So I think that my advice is like each other, be friends. Like now we are traveling, we're going to Scotland for a week just for holiday because we like each other. We love to spend time with each other. We are friends. I needed exposure. And so when I went to Nairobi to see Pastor Don and love his wife, because that is the exactly when I got married, that's exactly what I started to do. And it's an encouragement to other couples. Sometimes you need to expose yourself to a marriage that is working. Don't just expose yourself and listen to people whose marriages are failing. Because if you keep listening to the negativity, it starts to creep into your heart and to your mind, and you start to do exactly what you're hearing. It's important for you to see Pastor Don and love his wife, because that is the exactly when I got married. That's exactly what I started to do, and it's an encouragement to other couples. Sometimes you need to expose yourself to a marriage that is working. Don't just expose yourself and listen to people whose marriages are failing. Because if you keep listening to the negativity, it starts to creep into your heart and to your mind, and you start to do exactly what you're hearing. It's important for you to expose